Alright, this video is nothing more than to show you how to redo your desktop to whatever you choose to like, such as a resolution, the size, resolution, the true fonts, the true color, whatnot. It's pretty simple to do, especially with Windows 7. All you have to do is right click on the desktop anywhere that doesn't have an icon, personalize. Now with this, you'll have this window pop up. You have different things you could do here. You could create a theme of your own, which I've already done, and this actually is a slideshow. It generates pictures and pulls whatever pictures I have in a specific file and flips through them on a regular basis. Desktop icons, you click on there, and you could actually change or choose whatever icons you want to use from, such as computer, user files, whatever, network and control panel. Now, I'm not going to apply or make any changes here, but you click on one and you click on change icon, and you have all kinds of nifty little icons that you could use here. All you have to do is just select the icon that you want to use, and once you select the icon, click OK, and boom, it's changed. Your network now looks like, or my network icon now looks like a music note. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. Now you can change your mouse pointers by clicking on the mouse pointers. Now you have several different things you could use. You could use none, which is just basic, normal, default, basic type thing. You could use magnifying system, which increases the size of it. Yes, large, Arial large. You have your nifty little icons here. The circle when you're busy or working in the background or what have you. You just go through all this. You have several different options here. Now, say you want to use a pointer shadow or whatever. You click on use default, and guess what? You got your pointer back here. And you also could choose a different pointer as to what you want to use for whatever. Depending on what your icons are. You have all kinds of icons and cursors you could use within the Windows system that are standard already. Now you could go on the network and find some more pointers that you might want to use, or other things or what have you, which is very simple and easy to do. Or you can make your own cursors. Many people decided to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of this. Your pointer options. You can select your speed, which will speed it up. This will snap to whatever pointer to the default button in the dialog box, which means OK or cancel, whatever dialog box it is. Velocity, display pointer trails, or visibility. It'll display pointer trails, which is nothing more than leaving a trail behind the pointer. Hide pointer when typing. Many people like to do that. I tend to like to do that too. And of course, the show location just circles the pointer and makes it flash, so you can find it easily. Roll on the wheel. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's the following number of lines at a time to roll when you roll your wheel, or you could do one screen at a time. Horizontal scrolling again is characters, the following number of characters at a time. Usually I leave this a default. Hardware, well, most people are not going to have any hardware, especially if you're not a person to go out and buy your own specialized mouse, such as a TrackMan or what have you. This one's going to be set at default. So, or you could choose your other one, whichever one you want to use, essentially by itself. Buttons, of course, switch to primary, secondary buttons, what have you. This tells you wherever your buttons are. Double click speed, you click, over here, it's best to have it set automatically. Double click, and it'll set this automatically. So for example, let's say I set it down over here. I come over, click this, it'll change it. Well, it should change it. Yeah. See, if I have to do it, I could do it fast. But if you're not fast enough, it won't open it. Usually you want to have it set roughly about middle, roughly in that area. Click lock. It enables a highlighter drag without holding down the mouse button, which is pretty simple and really nifty. I don't like using it because it's a pain in the rear end sometimes, but some people like using it. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of this as well. Now you can change your account picture simply by clicking on here. It'll bring you over here. And of course, that being said, you got all kinds of different little pictures here you could use, and you could even browse for more pictures within your system to use as well. I'm going to go ahead and cancel it out here. Display. Click down here on your display. It'll bring up your display settings. You could collaborate color, adjust resolution, and you could even make it easier to read on your screen, such as smaller, medium, or larger. I usually keep it on smaller because I like a lot of room. And resolution is simple, easily done. You click down here. Of course, it's going to be your generic monitor. Most people are going to have one, just as I do. But if you have two, you're gonna be able to select between the two here. And you click on here, and you can change it to whatever you want. And this picture up here will change according to the size. And if you have a problem with resolution, such as this, your resolution is below 1024 or 768, some items may not fit on the screen. And again, I'll go down here. And again, I see the same thing. Your resolution is below 1024 or 768. And this helps you prevent from losing items such as your recycle bin or whatever other icons that you have on the screen. Landscape, portrait, landscape flipped, which means everything will be upside down. Portrait flipped, again, everything will be upside down. It all depends on how you have everything set up. Advanced settings is nothing more than what your monitor is able to do, or what you want it to do. Your monitor, of course, this is plug and play. Most monitors run at 60 Hz. There are some of them that run at higher than 60 Hz, but those are specialized monitors, and you really don't want to run higher than 60 Hz. Hide modes that the monitor cannot display. It hides the modes. So if I go through here, you realize I have quite a few different options here that I could use. But I click here. This is always the safest bet. 60 Hz is always the safest bet. That's default. Now some monitors will go up to 85. Others will go up as far as 200 and more. Colors, true color. Of course, many of your computers today, and especially Windows 7, is going to be using true color, which is 32-bit. High color, which is 16-bit. There's a significant difference in that. Now, troubleshoot. Again, it's just troubleshooting your monitor. If you don't have any way to change it through the Windows. Any way to change settings through your Windows compatibility or Windows interface, it's not going to let you do it. But if you can change it through the Windows interface, it will let you do it. Most likely, any card that you have, any video card that you have, is going to be non-integrated, which means it's not on the board itself. If it's integrated, you'll be able to change this. Non-integrated boards or extra components, you won't be able to change it. Color management is nothing more than telling you how high your hue is, reds and greens and so forth. Very simple to deal with, very easy to work with as well. You click on all profiles. You could add different profiles to it, what have you. Advanced again. system default. All these are set as system default, mainly because, well, I'm just too lazy to go in and change it up. Cancel. Clear type text. This is a new thing for Windows 7. Software developed by Microsoft, improves readability of existing LCDs. Now, older LCDs, you didn't have that compatibility. It was really hard to read. And so, change display settings. Again, we went through that. DPI. You can set whatever your text you want your text to be, such as 200%, which will bring it really stinking high, or you could bring it down to 100%, which will bring it down to normal. Go ahead, cancel, close this thing, and that's pretty much all it is from this point on. It's pretty much self-explanatory, and I hope you have fun. And I hope this was informative to you. Good night and have a good night.